Good evening and welcome to HarmonyMedia Networks. This evening, I'm your host, Faith Myers, and we have a very interesting show for you entitled Horizons, the ABC Island Takeover. So we always talk about our supporters, and this evening we have one of them joining us live to talk about one of the things that she does. So it's Kennie Sees It Travels, and she recently had a cruise that she took a group of people on in July. And so today, I'm going to share it with you. We're going to share the experience and hear from them how fun it was, how not fun it was, what they liked, what they disliked, and see the full story of what Kennie does when she caters that experience for you. So with me, I have Miss Kennisha. So can you tell us a little bit more about, just a little introduction of what the trip was and how you got it together?
Okay, good evening, everyone. Of course, like she said, my name is Kennisha and of Kennie Sees It Travel. And so I did a group cruise back in July, and it was a group of 9 of us. Most of us were family, family by in faith. And it was a cruise on the Carnival Horizon. And it was a cruise to 3 amazing Caribbean islands. We left from the port of Miami, and we sailed to Aruba, Bonaire, and Curaçao. And it was so much fun. We're going to share with you guys this evening, and you're going to hear all about it.
Okay. So now that we know where the cruise went, we want to know who went on the cruise. And so we'll have all of our guests joining us introduce themselves. And so first off, we're going to start with those live here in studio, and then we're going to go to the ones on Zoom. So can you start?
Good night, everyone. I am Angela, and I also went on this cruise with Kennie Sees It. So I'm here tonight to share my story with you as well.
Okay.
Awesome. So my name is Brianna, and I also was a part of the Kennie Sees It crew for this summer. We had a lot of fun, and I'm here with, what's your name? What's your name? Tony. I'm here with Tony. And he was also on the Kennie Sees It cruise.
Hi, Tony. And so we're going to go to those joining us online.
Okay. My name is Brian the Energizer Mosiah, alongside Paulette, the sweet loving Mosiah. And we are so happy that Kennie saw it, so that we had an opportunity to get to see it as well. So, we are happy to have been a part of Kennie Sees It tour.
Okay. Well, hi.
Hello. How's everybody doing? I'm William, and it's my wife Jackie, and we were a part of this amazing cruise, and we had a great time, and we can't wait to tell you all about it.
And next up.
Good night.
Hi, good night.
My name is Rudolph Konarki, and I was a part of the cruise. Very exciting cruise that I will share more details as we go along.
Yeah. And so welcome to all of you. I'm so happy that you're able to join and tell us more about this trip. So we're going to start at the very beginning. So how was it leaving the port in Miami?
Well. Do you want me to start? Well, for me as the organizer, or the person who, led them all to become coming on this trip. And might I add, it was my very first time cruising. Believe it or not, Kennie Sees It did her first cruise as a group cruise that I planned. And so it was a little bit nerve-wracking because I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know anything. But when we pulled up there, the traffic is flowing. Every day people go on cruises and there are signs and there are people who knows what they're doing, and so, we went straight in, caught the long line that we were to get into, and made our way on into the building. We did our scanning in and went on into the ship. I don't know if anyone else want to add how their boarding went.
Yeah, did you rush through? Did you take your time? Were you just trying to get to the Lido deck buffet?
I think for me, it was my first cruise, being a part of the cruise crew. But I think when we got there, I was a bit like, where do we go? Are we at the correct place? Like, I think for me, that was the major piece of it. I think another thing that I remember was thinking about the time that we were supposed to go inside. And I think we were an hour away from that actual time of going on to the boat and being checked in. And so I was like, do we wait here for like an hour? Like, what's the process? And I think as we continued to like engage with everybody and the persons outside, ushering us in, that's when we sort of got a better picture of what would happen. And it became a little less chaotic. So we dropped our bags. We felt confident enough to leave the bags. And then we started to, take our time going into the check-in line. So I think that was my first really good experience looking at that piece. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's good that there were people there that could have helped you and guided you. And
can I?
Yeah, you can share. Go ahead, Mr. Mose.
So I wanna buck it up for a little bit to the point where a part of the whole experience started with our travel from our various destination or from our various place of residence, right? So for us, we had to travel all the way from San Diego. So we had to book a flight that would get us in Miami at least one day before, because we didn't want to risk knowing the situation with flights these days. We didn't want to risk getting into Miami and have to be struggling to get to check-in time, which was slated for between 12 and 12:30. So that was quite an experience. The good part of the experience, though, coming from Kennie Sees It tour, was that she was able to set up a place where we could lay our heads to rest one day before checking in on the cruise, and we did that. And so going from there to the port, getting on the ship was a peaceful experience, except for the fact that when you get to the ship for boarding, when you see the thousands upon thousands of people on this boat, I mean, thoughts start running. Oh my goodness, how will all of us manage on this ship? But that's outside of the tour plans. It's a part now of the service being offered by the ship. So that experience was a good one. It wasn't bad.
Yeah, and I just have to share as well, since Daddy brought that up. We have our own experience from Belize, trying to get to Miami from Belize, because one of the good things that Kennie saw was, booking a hotel 2 days before the actual cruise. But lo and behold, we get to the airport and our flight was delayed.
Right.
And then it was delayed again. And I think it was delayed again. And finally it was, well, according to American, it wasn't canceled. It was delayed until the
Delayed.
following day.
Mm-hmm.
So we had to go back home, right? And so I'm thinking, it's a good thing we had planned to go 2 days in advance. What if it was the same day, you know? So, but finally the next day we were able to get to the airport pretty early. It was like, what, after 6 we had to get to the airport, right? And we got on our flight and got to Miami.
How did you feel when it was delayed, Deej? Or Tony? Were you
Really angry.
he was pretty angry.
He was not happy with that.
Yeah.
But Kenny saw the full picture.
Kenny saw it.
She
and
did.
planned
She
well
did.
for
Yes,
it.
I fully recommend, especially us coming from Belize, we need to get there at least 2 days before embarkation day for those same reasons, because you would not want to have to come the next day and rush to try to get on the ship, right? So
Yeah. So that was a good thing to see ahead of time. And so,
No,
We want to add something here also.
Yeah, I wanted to say,
okay.
in addition, if it's always important to get cruise insurance.
Yes.
Because in the case where, for instance, if the flight delayed on the same day of the cruise, then of course the insurance will cover that. But for us, we had a smooth sailing from Baltimore. It was nonstop flight, 3 hours?
3 hours, yeah.
And got in. It wasn't our first cruise, so we sort of knew what's gonna happen and how to deal with it. So it was smooth sailing for us. I just wanted to get on and go eat.
Yeah. And part of the problem with embarkation day, since that it's it's the day that everyone is getting on the ship. Depending on the time you get on the ship, your room might not be ready for you if you got carry-on luggage. So you wind up carrying that around the ship until your room is available. But most people wind up going to the Lido deck or to wherever the food area is and eat and wait until their room is available.
Okay. So I think you're already getting into my next question. What was the
share
first
something,
thing?
Faith.
Oh, yeah.
For me, it was a little different.
That's so funny.
I left the Friday. With Miss Angela, they were supposed to leave the Thursday. When I got to the airport Friday, I met Tenille.
Okay.
So she helped me, and then she was the one who made me aware that my crew just left this morning. They left the morning before I left. They said they just left. Oh, all right. So, but I got in the Friday, and what happened? I ended up at the place where the port is very early the next morning, from about 7 or 8. So I was hanging out. There's a place right there, like a plaza with all different stuff. And then I went across the street. And when I went across the street, I saw a sign that said Methodist. A cafe. So I went in.
Oh my gosh.
I met this guy and I told him where I was, and we started conversing, and he gave me coffee. They run a cafe and the church was in it, the same building. And he was explaining to me about one of the guys who was with us, I think, in Honduras.
Okay. I remember the story. Yes.
Yeah. So when it close to the time, and I asked the guy, he said, to get to the port, you have to go across that bridge. I was traveling light, I just had my carry-on and not knapsack. So I decided early I will take my walk. So that was the first walking over that bridge and looking at the other side and all of that. Then to my surprise, when I got over the bridge and get close, I said, then what's going on here? Because I started seeing a lot of people with suitcases, a lot of different things. And I said, what's going on here? That was when it started to kick in. But my thing with the line that was 12 to 12:30 when I got there, it was quick. I think only a few people was ahead of me. The other line was longer. I guess those were the people who were for 12:30 to 1, but it was well organized. That's and so then I start to realize that this cruise thing is just not a little thing, it's a whole massive operation. Yeah, because in Belize, I would see the cruise ship out there and I just see people walking up Albert Street and I didn't. But when I got there, I started to realize that, man, this is a serious, massive thing, people working together and all of that. So we checked in and then the other thing when we were in the line, they told us to put our bags on the ground. And so a dog come and knowing Belize, man, I don't kick the dog. I said, we don't want any dogs. I was just like, say, what do you anything? I don't know if you all remember that you left your bag and then the dog.
Yes.
You know? And so we put that, and then we went, and then things start, when you're kicking in, as I said, more, you just see people checking this. It was thing. And then, of course, when I got through that part, then I got really close to the ship. I stood up for a few seconds and look up and say, you realize I'm really close to the ship.
Gigantic.
Really, I have in other country, I think in Bahamas, I saw them right there, but I was really close, like just before I walked onto them. So that first part, was what I would say. The first part of my excitement. From then I say, something would be different here. So yeah, but that for me, that part was smooth. And as I said, those people, I guess they know everything. The way they move and the way they speak with you, we were able to get through quick.
Okay, that's very good.
And I think I just wanted to add, like Angela shared the pieces of how we left from Belize. And I think having a child and preparing to go on this cruise, I was also hesitant about that piece. So I definitely want to reassure viewers that, it's a kid-friendly cruise. You just definitely need to have all your documentation, I would say. Get your documentation if you're traveling with children. And also, there are many things that you can prepare and pack for them so that, they can be occupied. But I will also allow him to share some of the activities he was able to share, later on in the session. But really, it's to highlight that, children can be a part of this experience, and definitely preparing them for the travel, giving them the information a bit earlier does help. And also when you're having delays, explaining what it means is also a part of the process and all of that. So yeah, I definitely will share from a family perspective, taking children a little bit later on when we do that part.
Yes, and I just want to also thank Aunt Jackie. And you guys are gonna hear me say Aunt Jackie. You're gonna hear me say Uncle William, because it's my family really supports me, and I hope they know how grateful I am. The group was made up mainly of my family, and Mr. Kanaki is my family in Christ. So, but I just want to reiterate the truth that Aunt Jackie said. Insurance, very important. Whenever you're booking any vacation, any trip, it really helps, because when things like that happen, which is inevitable, you don't know when it's going to happen.
You don't have the control.
You don't have to feel stressed and worried that, oh my gosh, all this money I paid is going to go down the drain. No, the insurance is going to cover it. It's going to get you there. It's going to refund you, whatever. So very important as well.
Okay. I think that was pretty interesting to see how, although it was one group, all of you still had very different experiences just right at the beginning. So as you guys continued on together, what did you notice you guys doing first? What was the first thing you guys wanted to do when you got on the boat?
The Lido deck.
Eat. Definitely eat.
I mean, but did you know about the Lido deck?
No.
No.
Well, I knew that Aunt Jackie and Uncle William were on the Lido deck.
Yes,
that's where you eat. So
yes, it's mom. Mom said, Jackie is on the Lido deck. They're eating. I said, okay, well, that's where
what we want to do.
But I think I was concerned about my bag, because I remember, when we came out the Uber and we were supposed to leave our bags, I was like, is this the correct spot? Like, how do we know? But it became apparent after a while. So I think when I actually, because it's an entire process, it took like maybe 45 minutes to actually get onto the ship.
Yes, they have a lot of scanning in. It's like you're going on a plane.
Mhm.
You have to put your stuff through the scanner.
Mhm.
You have to clear your pockets. You have to. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
And
And there's some things you can't take.
Yes.
Yes.
There's an elevator that takes you up to it was on the third deck, I think, that we
Mhm.
entered from where the atrium is in the
Right.
ship. So yeah.
Going
But,
through
but
all
we
the
wanted to eat your question, yeah.
I was surprised when
Yeah.
I think Mommy said Aunt Jackie's on the leader deck, they went straight to have their lunch, right, Aunt Jackie? Uncle William?
Well, we didn't actually go there first. The first thing we did, which is very, very important on a cruise ship, is to
Go to your muster.
get registered at your muster
Oh,
station.
yes, we missed that
Um,
one. Yes.
Because if you don't, if all the guests aren't registered at the muster station, they will not leave until they have everybody registered.
That's true.
Yes.
And as a matter of fact, if you actually hear them calling somebody's name, that means they didn't go to their muster station, so they in trouble. So we went to the muster station first, and then went to the Lido deck.
Yeah.
I think that's an important part of our trip as well, because Jackie and William, I'm wondering if they weren't born on a ship or something. They're avid sailors. But between Kenny Sees It and their experience, we were able to benefit
Navigate.
from knowing what to do and where to go and where to get what.
Yeah.
And a simple example is after the muster station, because we were all looking for William and Jackie, because we weren't sure what time they got there. So we were frantically, on the phone trying to reach them, just to find out you could chill out because they're eating right now. Right? And then after the muster station and after eating, William, because he's into this and know exactly what to do, he had the what you call that, the name tags,
The lanyards.
Lanyards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was
And they brought
Here's
theirs.
There they go.
Yeah, but I just wanted to go back to the muster station because people might be saying, what is
What
a
is
muster
that?
station?
Yeah.
I know, I was like, muster
What
station,
is
what is that? Right? But that's just basically the place you go in the event of an emergency.
Right.
Right?
Gather.
So that's the first place they want you to go so you know where it is and what you're supposed to do. And yeah.
Right. And I think that I felt like there's an entire like cruise language. Like there is a
Yes.
protocol. There are things that you learned, but it was almost like you were supposed to know, but nobody told you, kind of thing. And that's what I remember. So I remember going. We were on the third deck. I'm like, where's my bag? But then they're like, no, what room number are you? And then we're like, we don't know, but we had a tag that was used to check us in. So that told us where our muster station would be.
Mhm.
So we got to wherever everybody had separate muster station because we were on different decks,
A4.
right? So we were going to A4 and we were like, okay, so we have to go to the elevator. That was an entirely new experience. The elevator is a special situation.
Special place.
It was, so we were like, okay, we're going to the elevator. So we felt like we knew what was going to happen next. So we get to the elevator and then it became apparent that we didn't know what would happen next. So we had to wait. The elevator was active because everybody was trying to get to their muster station. They were checking in. People are still coming on the ship. So we had to wait for a while, maybe like I want to say 15 minutes tops to actually
Get in the elevator.
So, right. There was also, this elevator was different, right? It's normally elevators just have like the buttons and you click.
On the inside.
Right.
Yeah.
And you click and you know where to go. But this elevator setup was where you had the stuff outside and you would have to click where you're going and then it would tell you which cart to take. So it has numbers, I guess. Letters. Alphabetical letters, where it would tell you, okay, where you need to go. So every time you would touch it, it would tell you cart W. right? And then you would have to go to that cart, but the cart doesn't open. So we're like, okay. So Angela was like, let's walk up the stairs. So we realized that we can't walk up the stairs because it's like, I guess, 2 flights, and we had bags.
Yeah.
So eventually we got on the elevator. We found our way to the muster station, and then we were getting more information about, what do you do at the muster station? What is it for? He got his name tag. Did you get, what color was your name tag?
It was red.
It was red?
Your wristband.
Your wristband.
Oh, green.
Yeah.
It was green. So the kids got a green wristband. And then I think things became a little bit more. We were learning the language. We were learning. It was a totally different city, basically.
Yeah.
And we were learning how to be citizens of a new place.
It was an aquatic
Yeah.
city.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, that's pretty
Yes.
interesting.
And the elevator, I remember. So we were on deck 2, right?
Jack?
Yeah, that's where Jack was. But yes, Titanic, Jack.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Oh
So
my gosh.
we press 2. We want to go to deck 2. And then, like Brianna said, it tells you which cart to get on, whether it's L or W or whatever it is. But it wasn't until like halfway in the cruise, I looked up
Yeah.
and saw that the elevator said forward, or this is the forward elevator, or this
Or
is the aft elevator, this
Or
is the
Center.
what?
Middle?
Yeah,
What do you call
Center.
it?
Center.
mid elevator.
Yeah, ship. Yeah.
And I'm like, it took me like half the time
Yeah, we
to
had 2
realize that
days.
that was there
Oh.
to help us to get to where we were going,
Uh-huh.
right?
Not only that, if you press it, the number of persons that is also going on that elevator, so that it can tell you the right, like based on how many people can go on an elevator, you have to press that amount to be able to say, if it's full, you need to go to another cart.
Yeah, we didn't learn that
Oh.
till like the
2
end.
days after, like 2 days before coming off, that's when we learned it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, so they take the max capacity thing really seriously
Right.
on the boat. Okay, that's interesting.
That's one of the reasons why you could go to one of the elevators and select the floor you want to go on, but the elevator will pass by you if there's too many people on it, so you wind up waiting a little longer.
Okay, he's
Yeah,
experienced.
he knows the
Yes,
language.
yes.
He knows.
I must say, Aunt Jackie and Uncle William, they are cruisers. So
Yeah.
we followed their lead. I am so grateful for them. I'm so
Yeah,
grateful.
yeah.
Yeah, a good leader knows when to follow.
Yeah.
You had that going for you. Okay, so what was your first impressions? You guys were all there. You're learning new things. You don't know how to use the elevator. Okay, what's your first impression of the boat? The experience, your first day, like when you woke up the next morning. What did you want to tell the rest of the group about your rest? Things like that.
Well, my first impression was, and the ship didn't take off until a few hours later. We got on between 12 and 12:30, and I want to say the ship left like 3.
I think it was
30-ish.
3:30, something like that.
33.
3:30.
But
It was more 4. It was more 4 because
Okay.
30-ish,
there was
yeah.
there was a takeaway party. What's the party?
Oh,
The,
yeah.
Sail away
Sail
party. But I want to say that I immediately declared that I love to cruise. And we haven't even left yet, right? I was like, oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. I don't know when we went. We remember we eventually found Jackie and Uncle William eating, so we got food too.
Mhm.
There's entire middle of the ship was the Lido deck. The Lido deck is where the restaurant or the food,
The food.
the
yeah.
main dining room, you would say, is. And it's
It's the buffet area.
that's the buffet
yeah.
area. And
Uh-huh.
buffet it was because it's all you can eat. I wouldn't say all you can drink. I mean, you get a little lemonade and water. But if you wanted drinks, you have to have a package or you have to buy, right? But the food was good.
Mhm,
And I was like,
mhm.
yes. And we're waiting to get to our rooms. You could tour the ship. You could learn the ship. You could. I loved it. And then I realized also that this is Like, I don't even have to worry about what I'm going to eat for the next 8
Yeah.
days.
That was so fun.
Because we just go to the dining room and you eat, you get up, you eat, you sit down, you go around, you come back, you eat, and there's
Yeah.
entertainment on the ship. So that made me real. And I asked myself, I said, why is this my first cruise? Why did I wait until now? I know I need to do more. I need to do more. So my first impression was that, this is really awesome and I need to do some more.
You absolutely loved it at first sight.
So can I share something here too?
Yeah.
I think the first thing we felt as a group is that because once you sail off, you have no access to the internet. You have no access to your phone, right? So you're unplugged from your norm. You're not connected any which way to your WhatsApp, to your any of that. And so the first thing we felt was that we had a need to be able to communicate one with the other so that we could know when we're gonna, because we wanted to move together as a group, right? And so our first task was to find Baracanas.
Yes. Yes.
And so William devised a way. He logged on to the ship's portal, and he was able to set up a thing there where we were able to text one another, and that's how we went. We went looking for Canas, and yeah, that was an experience.
Yeah, the ship, the Carnival app has a group chat feature that you can use in order to keep communication between a group if you're with a group. It was very inexpensive. It's like $5 for the whole cruise.
$5 per person.
$5 per person for the whole cruise, so which was really good. So that became our main communication tool, because you can buy the internet access package, but that's really expensive. I think it's like $30-something a day.
Yeah,
Brianna can tell us all about it.
Yeah. I was gonna go next.
But yeah, that's a cheaper way of keeping in touch with everybody. So, you can coordinate times to meet and group up at, once you learn the ship, you say, hey, we're going to meet up at X, Y, and Z place, and everybody goes there to meet up.
I don't know if we ever told Canas this, but we were like just beside ourselves trying to figure out where he was. And we tried to devise every single way we could find him, Even when you wake up, call his room or somebody. We were trying to figure it out.
And you know how we found him? It was Mom. Mom said, isn't that Connor's? And I looked up and I said, I don't know, but I'll go closer and check. And I went closer to where he was. He was getting some lemonade to drink. He was already eating, folks.
Yes.
Already.
I think we were all concerned about Connors, and Connors was living it up already. We were late. Okay, we were so late.
No reason to.
Yeah, he was fine. But I think my first experience, I felt it was intimidating. I felt like I was like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. What did I get myself into? I was like, how do I swim from here back to the port? Because there's no internet. There is nothing. Then we don't have access to our rooms. I don't know where my bag is. And so I was like, okay, so I had to calm down. We eventually got to our room. We found our room, Angela and I, because Angela and I bunked together. And when we got to the room, I was like, where is the rest of the room? Because the beds were small, and I'm like, I'm not sleeping with Tony here. Tony's sleeping on his face. But I was like, no, I'm not sleeping with Tony on that bed. So I was a bit concerned about that. But when we met Antonius, which Angela and I can definitely tell you about Antonius. He was the person responsible to
stateroom attendant.
Yeah, he was our stateroom attendant, and he was awesome. So we met him, and we were like, Antonius, problem. We don't have beds for all the heads. And I told Angela, I said, the only place that a bed can fit is if it's dropped if it's gonna fall from the top of my head or fall in the sky. I don't know where it's gonna be. And that's exactly what Antonius told us. That the bed would come from, he would set it up when the time is right. So I said, oh, this is interesting. So, but eventually we Tony, how do you feel about your bed?
All right.
He loved the
He
bed.
loved
So
his bed.
Oh, Tony was in the sky.
Yeah,
Tony-
he was like,
Tony,
I'm going
yes.
upstairs.
he wants privacy. Privacy time. Tony loved the bed experience. So eventually, right, the intimidate, I felt very like OMG.
Yes,
but
she
I
was
think
stressed.
that I was beside
They
myself.
call it a turtle bed.
Right,
That's what they call it on the ship.
right. And I
It's
did
like it comes
see,
like a bunk bed to the bottom bed when they
Yes.
pull it
Okay.
down.
and it's literally in the sky, right? So they screw it from where it was. I don't know if you see in Korea and these different Asian countries where they make space for everything.
Uh-huh.
That was literally the experience that I could share. And I was surprised, and I was like, "How is this gonna hold up?" Like, but eventually everything, and
It was fine.
Tony loved it. Tony loved the whole experience. When he wanted privacy, he's like, "I'm going upstairs," and we would just be downstairs. And after hearing from Antonius that it's fine, he's gonna take down the bed, I felt a little bit better. I didn't know where my bag was still.
Uh-huh.
Yes,
But
I
he-
got mine before she got
Yeah,
hers.
so I was like,
Okay.
this feels stressful. But we actually, it went well. I bought internet
Yeah.
like a crazy person. So advice, don't buy internet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like for the entire week, it would cost, if you get the unlimited plan, or I don't remember what the categories were,
Mhm.
it's like $400.
Yeah.
Premium. Yeah.
US.
400 what?
No, that's
400
Belize
Belize,
dollars.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Mhm,
Belize.
mhm.
Mhm.
Oh.
But I bought just 24 hours and I spent, I think, around $25 to $30.
Mhm.
And I was like, no, I'm not doing that every day. So I
That
decided
was
to
US dollars though.
20.
It
Yes.
was it was $35. I bought one day too.
Okay.
Oh,
And,
okay.
and listen, it cuts you off to the hour.
Yep. Yep. And I was like, okay. So after I spoke to Antonius, I felt better. And when we got to the leader deck, I was totally not feeling upset at all anymore.
Yes.
That
Once
was a
you
good
get there, you're not
experience.
upset anymore.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's good. So, Mr. Connor K, you've been mentioned. What was your experience like? Your first impressions of the boat?
Yes, I found my way around early. Yeah, but like what Miss was saying, the ship have its own language.
Mhm.
Like some of the things you realize afterwards. Because one time I came down on one of the elevator I was on the second deck too. And when I got off that elevator, I just walked a couple yards, you'd see, and I already got to my cabin. But then the other day I catch another elevator and I walked for a little while.
Yes.
It was the
Yes.
same elevator. When I came down, then because the numbers are there, and then one side is odd, one side is even.
Mhm.
And so when I say, but this, I'm still walking and I'm not seeing my number. And then I realized that when you said there are different elevators, and you have to know where you are with the midship
Mhm.
type of thing, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember that experience. It's so funny. I have to share a funny moment, right? So Angela and I, we're in Jack, right?
They call
So,
it second
This is
deck jack.
this is the new language, right?
Uh-huh.
So we're in Jack and we have to walk to the elevator to find, because we were going to find we're going to find Kennisha and my parents because they're on another deck. So we got on the elevator and we stopped at their floor and we're good because we're on the right floor. So now Kennisha told us the number of her room, but we went there and every number that is her room isn't there. Her room, there is, so let's say for example, there was 11,
2065? Was it?
2065 and she's 20,
She was 2065.
and so there was 206. There was
1,
2066.
2, 3, 4.
right? And I'm like, where is 65? This is getting outrageous, not knowing that there's an odd side and then there's an even side.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And so that was so funny because Angela and I were like, she's calling Kennisha, girl, where are you? That was funny because we were like, oh, we have to go all the way where we should go because we're not on the correct area. So
Right.
that's also something you kind of have to know.
learn. Uh-huh. Okay. So, first day, what was the activities you guys enjoyed most on the ship? We understand you love the food. What else did you do?
Wow. There's so much entertainment on the ship. So much things to do.
The family favorite was
Karaoke.
karaoke, right?
The family favorite was karaoke. So we had karaoke.
Comedy night.
Comedy.
Yeah,
Yes.
comedy.
Comedy night. Yes,
Yeah.
comedy night.
DJ liked thing 1 and thing 2.
Oh,
They had
yes.
like activities for kids and
Yeah,
Oh,
Dr.
okay.
Seuss.
Dr. Seuss, yeah.
There's a gym on the ship. We went to the gym one day.
One day only.
One day.
One day only.
Let's be honest. The plan was to go to gym every day of the week. We all had our gym clothing and gloves and what have you.
Everything.
But here's the thing. Because of the entertainment in the evenings, we found it difficult to wake up early in the morning to go to the gym. So the gym took a hit for the rest of that week.
Yeah, but we walk everywhere. So
Yes.
we replaced the gym with walking everywhere.
Yep.
And picking up more food.
Right.
Yeah. We
Great.
walked it off though. We walked it off, right?
And then there's
So-
also the sauna. Aunt Jackie and Uncle William, they were at the sauna. They were at the spa.
Remember
Yes,
we did a salsa class.
Oh yes.
Oh,
Deck 15, Serenity, just adults, right?
The
You
Aunt
can
Jackie,
go.
I think, was saying something.
Yeah.
And my highlight was I was waiting for my sister. I was waiting for Pam. And I just wanted to go to have a massage with her. So yeah, we went and did the massage. And then we went to the spa, I think 2 other days. So my highlight was just hanging out with her for those one-on-one time with her. Yeah, that's my highlight.
Yeah, that was my favorite too. I love that.
Yes.
Awesome.
And I think as a group, we need to mention here that they one of the things that made us so happy on this trip is because we were able to, as a group, decide which of the entertainment we were interested in for that day. And so it was policed by William and Jackie and Kennie Sees It. And because for me, I am on this trip to have fun. I'm not going to make any decision. If you say the only thing I will not agree with is to jump off the side.
Wait a minute, Brian. I have to object because you was picking out them karaoke songs.
Well, yeah.
He sure was.
okay.
But really, I really like the app.
Yes.
That's one of the reasons why I was like, I'm not buying internet anymore. You literally don't need internet on the ship because there is a hour by hour activity list that you can literally look on the app and see which activity you want to go, where it is, which deck, and how it gives you instructions in terms of how to get there and that sort of thing. So yeah, that was
And
good.
too, what they did too, I guess for persons who didn't get on the app, each morning in your mailbox, there was a list with all the activities, a little card with everything that was going to happen for that day. So I think the first day we kind of missed that in the mailbox. We didn't know, that would happen. And so every day after, I just kind of removed it and put it in my bag so that in case we needed to see something, I had it with me.
They had things like
Reservations too, William. Maybe William could talk about making, especially for dinner
yes.
and food. Because you tend to think that you can just walk into anywhere and that kind of thing. But
sometimes you had to make reservations for some of the activities as well. We had things like art show. We did an art scavenger hunt. That was so fun. We were bummed that we missed. They had a Family Feud show, and me and my dad at least, we really were
Missed the
excited
auditions,
to
right?
audition and to be on the show. But when we went to the second show, they told us that they had already have their set people who are going to be on the show. But we still went to the show and enjoyed it. It was so much fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Well, can I say something?
Yeah. Of course you can.
well, you know, for me, anyone I said I know the ship.
Yeah.
I went all over the ship. All the different floors. We at the top. the gym part for them, because I exercise every day. So I was at the gym at least 4 times.
Oh.
Ooh.
Because I picked the
Did it.
time. I usually would go just before dinner. They would
Oh.
30, like 4. Because I'm used to it. Because in Belize, I do it every day. So I had, and then I realized I would have been in trouble because of the food. Because the first time I didn't expect you could get food for 6 o'clock in the morning till 2:30 in the next morning.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Food anyway, the food was just you
On
don't
the
take
schedule. Wow.
the different areas you have burger stand. I ate a lot of pizza.
Spanish food.
We just get pizza. I ate a lot of ice cream for a long time. I didn't eat any ice cream, but
Ice cream all
we
day.
just go and press the machine. So I realized, man, the weight thing would have been for me. So I tried to exercise.
Mhm.
But I was all up at the top where the basketball court. And the thing I told one of the man upstairs that I won't try. I don't know if you outside,
The
it's like
sky.
the protocol is
Oh,
blind.
the sky.
Yeah, I
sky
told him
thing.
because when you come around on one part, it looked like that was exposed to the sea.
So you're riding around off the
Yeah, you go around
Mhm.
like the way we do the zip line. But it comes around, and that was one I didn't try. But I was there with golf,
Mhm.
basketball, volleyball. There were so many things, and that was one of the things that I said. But this is I think Brianna said it. She referred to it as a city on the water.
Yeah.
Really, it's like that was what is happening here. From you get up in the morning, there's something for you to do.
Mm-hmm.
Right true. It's because some of my friends, one of them told me, he said, "Can I where you going to do for a boat to sea for 8 days?" When I thought about it, I said that. But then you realize it's like just like your thing, you're moving around, there are stores,
Mhm.
shops, whatever. So it's not something that
Casino.
Yep.
and even the time you couldn't do all the activities then.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Had to select out. And the good thing, and I'm grateful for and say it here, is for this group. Because you all took me on as family too. And there were so many things I learned and enjoyed with you all that made the trip so easy, including what do you call it, the dinner we used to go
Oh yes, each night.
5:30.
Mhm.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
so it was really that type of thing. Even some of what Mr. Brian said we did. I haven't been to a comedy show, not even in Belize. I might comedy on the TV, but I haven't been. But we were at several, right? And it was 2 for the evening we would go to.
Mhm.
So so it just was so amazing that all these things happening on a boat. We are just out there in this water, and we are still just like you're at home. And I think like what Kennisha said, the good part is that I didn't have to worry about what I will eat.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have to make up the bed anymore because what's the
Yep.
name of the guy? Until
Antonios.
Mhm.
yeah, he was really nice,
Yeah.
and we didn't have to worry. You go when you come back, it's really a red dress. You have to worry about food.
Yes.
And then the good thing with that help too with the internet, it helps you to maybe say in a good way. Some people say a bad way to block out the next side of the world. We only focus on us there when we didn't have thing until some of your family members, but when we landed in certain areas like Aruba, then you made contact with them and so on. So that helped. Sometimes that puts stress on us with WhatsApp and message and your work calling you, and even if you're on vacation and that type of thing. So
Yes.
to me, it was quite enjoyable,
Mhm.
relaxing. As I said, something Ken will do tomorrow.
Same.
Yes.
Same.
Amen
All of
to
us.
that.
Same.
Miss Faith,
Uh-huh.
like Mr. Kanaki said, it was a vacation. In my mind, that was the first vacation I've ever had.
Yep.
That's how I feel about it.
Yep.
Because even when you go to visit, different places, you still have to figure out your
Yes.
food
Yes.
and I didn't have to worry about anything.
Yep.
It was
You
all
know?
taken care of.
I think I just absolutely love it. And I am ready to go back. I
Yeah.
am ready, 100%.
I would definitely
100%.
go back again as well. I told my coworkers, I said, the first day I bought internet because I was concerned, my team probably needs me for something. And it's like, when I realized the cost of the internet, I said it's not that important. One, and two, it gives me an opportunity to unplug, like what Mr. Kanaki said. That was the first time I literally was not connected to the world, and I didn't die. Like I was literally fine.
Yeah.
And I really like that my son was there, and it was really good family time for him. I know nobody mentioned it as yet, but I really appreciated the hand wash basins at
Oh,
every
yeah.
station, every part of the
Yes.
ship by the leader deck.
Uh-huh.
There was a machine
Yes.
that it's a machine that
Two
it
holes.
has two holes, and you put your hands in there and you keep it in there for 12 seconds,
And
and that
waters.
cleans your hand.
So
I really
fun.
appreciate that. I appreciated that because I have a son and they are prone to touch things, and but there was at every turn there was
Yes.
something that he could clean his hand and then eat. So that was really good for me. And
Mhm.
not only that, when you're finished eating, normally at home we have to clear the table,
Yeah.
but somebody clears your table.
Yes.
That was beautiful.
Listen, we all joked and said we don't know how we're gonna go back to our
Yes.
normal lives after that.
We went back to
I'll
Miami
give you a
saying,
little
let's go to
secret. I
deck
haven't
10.
gone back to my normal life yet. Thanks to my two girls.
Well, some of us don't have the luxury.
Right.
But
You
in
have to have
in
Tony.
Miami, I'm training Tony.
needs to get,
I'm training Tony because he
Get with
needs
it,
to
Tony.
get with it. And I said when I got to Miami, I'm like, oh, we can't go to deck 10. Like,
Yeah. Where's
there's no deck 10.
Where's
Yeah.
the time?
We have to
Yeah.
buy our food at this point. We have to. So I think that was the most expensive part of the trip. Not only that, and also buying things on the ship.
Oh yeah, we had
Yeah.
fun with that. Oh my
Yes.
goodness! You see, I don't know if you can see, but Kennisha and I have our little charm bracelets
Charm
here. Yeah, Yeah,
So
they
had a-
got us.
Yes. Oh, they had a promotion.
Oh no.
They had a promotion where they said, "Come to this part of the ship in this the fun shops
hip
they
fi-
called
hip
it
fish.
hip fish." Yes, and you could get your free charm bracelet, and then you come by and you buy.
We
each
didn't know this
charm.
That's how
until
they
we
get
got
them.
there. We went to get
Oh.
our free charm bracelet.
Right.
And then when we got there, we learned that you need to
You have to
come
buy.
back. First of all, when you left, you had to buy the 3 things to go on the charm
The 3
bracelet, right?
charm,
You
yeah.
got one and then you bought 3 at the same time.
Yeah.
And then you need to come every day to get a new one.
Yeah.
So every day we went and
Oh.
bought a new charm.
See, they were.
And then on the
I wasn't-
final
yeah.
day, you get one free.
Yes.
Right.
But I always
Let me-
wanted
let
You
me-
that
didn't
charm.
learn.
Let me share quickly an experience we had because, like I said, Kenny saw it. Because we booked our cruise through Kenny Sees It. We were supposed to have had a free gift,
Mm.
Yes.
and for some reason or the other, the free gift thing didn't work out. So when I went back into my room that evening, because remember we spent 2 days at sea before we arrived at Aruba. So when we went back into the room, there were some chocolate covered fruits, strawberries, and things like that. And I was like, I said to Pam, I said to her, "Did you order anything?" I didn't order anything because you're skeptical. You don't want to be paying for something that you didn't order, right? And
Yeah.
then there was some juice, cranberry juice, and all that. I said, you know what? Leave them right there.
So it was yes. That's one of the things when I plan a group, I am able to they call it amenities. So I add different amenities. So I just took my time while planning the trip, to add amenities, things I thought the group would enjoy. And so chocolate covered strawberries, macaroons,
Credits. We got credits so we could buy internet.
on board credit, because you don't use cash on the ship or your actual card. You can put money on your room card, the cards that we showed.
Yeah, this one.
So you can put money on it, and wherever you go, you just swipe that. They scan it, and whatever you're paying for comes
Hmm.
off of it. You could add your credit card if you want, or you could add just cash and not add your credit card. I wouldn't advise you add your credit card, but it's up to you.
Mm-hmm.
But so they were supposed to get sparkling apple cider along with the chocolate covered strawberries, but they didn't. They ran out. So they in turn gave us the cranberry juice that spoke about just now. So we were able to go and get our cranberry juice, and they all love that as well. So it was a hit.
Ooh.
Yes.
So Kenny was really seeing this whole thing set up for you guys. And so you guys are on the ship for 2 days, and you made your first stop in Aruba.
Yeah.
How was that?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
We love the Aruba. Well, one of the things that I wanted to do, that I checked with people to make sure they would agree as well. I wanted, because we're most of us, we're Methodist, right? We have connections all over the connection, right, in different islands, and so I wanted to see some of the churches. And so I had asked someone from the church who has connections to organize that. And so on that first stop, we were able to have two ladies from the church, one of the churches in Aruba, the Methodist church in Aruba, to come and pick us up and take us around. And they even provided a little snack for us. And that way we didn't have to go to anywhere to buy food until we got back on the ship. So that was good. We got to saw a little bit more of our heritage and, our sister churches. And so that was good. Yeah.
You know what? I'm remembering now that William had some pictures from his what you call that?
Drone.
His drone.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. You wouldn't be able to share any of that, right, William?
Not right now, no. But I mean, I can send it all to you.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't have it on this tablet, so it's on my phone.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right.
So besides visiting the churches, what else did you guys do in Aruba?
Well,
Went to the
we
beach,
went
right?
to the beach. We went to, I think it was Eagle Beach.
Yes, Eagle Beach.
We were
Yeah.
at Eagle Beach, and one of the highlights of that trip there in Aruba was that we met up with my sister, Kadia, and her family, and we were excited about that as well. They met us they did the tour to the churches as well with us, and we met up at the beach, and we had such a lovely time in the Aruba waters. We rented beach chairs and hung out, and it was fun. We got together, we laughed, we talked, we took pictures. So Aruba was very fun. Oh, before that though, remember we took the tour around the churches, the church, and then we were able to see the different views and the places and the buildings in Aruba. They gave us a little history while they were taking us around, so that was good too.
Okay, so that's really fun. So you had all of those days where you were
Laughing.
were doing things on and off the ship. So your first stop was Aruba. Your second was Bonaire. How was Bonaire?
Pip,
Yeah, you can go ahead if you have something
just to
from
stay
Aruba.
with Aruba. I don't know if when we came back, because that was the one, I think that was the longest time we could have stayed. I think that was 7:30.
Yes.
And so when we came back after the tour, I know the folks went on the boat, but I decided to take a walk on the main street. So I went up that street and I saw all these nice buildings and nice stores and the name. But the highlight was, how I go, that anywhere I go, I'm thinking I don't think nobody would know me. Lo and behold, while I was walking, I heard somebody say, Mr. Kanaki. And when I looked up, I saw it was I shared it with Kennisha. A young lady used to live right on Freetown, and she used to teach at EPR, and I think she works with Kennisha Central Bank.
Yes.
And he said, Ron, I hugged me. He said, what are you doing here? I told her I'm on the cruise ship. And then she told me, as I know her daughter with her, that she flying from Panama. They decided they will do their holiday that way. So we end up talking and so on, but it was surprised. I didn't expect, only believe that we see is my crew. And so and then we started talking and he was telling me you have to go back to Aruba, man. He said you don't have to only go on the cruise ship. You could fly from Belize, Panama to things. So but I was able to go walk around and see some of these places right on the main street in Aruba.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. That's nice.
So he didn't get left.
Yeah.
Mr. Kaneki, I'm sure Mr. Kaneki would find all the things to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's Aruba. How was Bonaire? What did you guys experience there?
Bonaire. Bonaire was beautiful as well. The waters are beautiful, pretty
But
blue.
rough.
And
The
the
water was
salt.
very
Rough.
rough.
Yes, it
The
was rough.
salt.
It was
The
rough.
salt, the salt.
It was yes, it was rough in Aruba as well and Bonaire as well. And yes, they are the home of salt.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh.
we visited the ponds where the
Mine salt.
mine.
Or
I was gonna
harvest
say harvest. They mine the salt.
Mhm.
It was amazing. It's in piles like sand. You know when sand, but it was just salt.
Mm-hmm.
And they showed us the conveyor belt where it goes from where they mine it to
the ship.
out to to shipment distribution. That was amazing, and we went on a tour on the entire island. They told us funny stories. Oh, we forget to say that Aruba is known as one happy island, guys. One happy island. Remember the story as to why it's one happy island, but
Yeah.
We'll
we're
leave
not
that
gonna go
We'll
there.
leave that there.
I think one of the things I really liked about Bonaire was the historical information that we got from our tour guide. I am a history, junkie sometimes. And I really, really appreciated hearing about the slaves and how they lived and the type, how they helped with the mining pieces and how they stood up for their rights and, different things, and we were able to learn about the different languages that they speak. And now my son can tell you what language do they speak in Aruba and Bonaire? Papiamento.
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 Oh, yes.
What else?
Yeah,
Dutch?
they all have a douche.
And Spanish.
Okay, see?
Portuguese.
Yeah.
So Tony, you can tell them that when you go back to school.
Exactly.
What other highlights do you have from Bonaire? Let's hear from someone on the Zoom.
Well, for me, I really enjoyed the bus trip. It was really nice. We got to see a lot of things, and the thing that I remember most is when somebody asked me a question and I spoke in patois, and they were all shocked.
Yes.
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 Yes. No, let me.
I said, "Me no know." I'm an American, so it was something. It was something different for them.
We went shopping, and we got back to the bus a little late. Well, me and Pam got back a little late, but William saw. Was that in Bonaire?
That
was
that was the other place.
that was Curaçao.
Curaçao.
At any rate, we asked some question about something, and next thing we know, we heard William saying, "Me no." Well, the whole bus went off because he's an American, right? And so to hear him say, "Me no," that means what we were saying caught on. That was nice. I like that.
I think one of the things that the story that I liked the most was how they got their colors. The painting, the buildings, the different colors that they paint the buildings. That story was good because it was it was the mayor. Was it the mayor?
The governor.
The governor, right?
Governor.
They never used to paint using bright colors,
Just white.
just white. But the governor said to them that he went to the doctor, whatever, and the doctor, he was having eye problems, and the doctor told him that he was having these problems because of all the buildings were white, and when the
It hurt
sun
his
hits
eye.
the building, it hurts his eye. So he asked them if they could please paint, with other colors, brighter colors, only to find out that his family owned a paint company, right? So
Yeah.
That was good marketing, guys.
Right.
That's where they had the birthday cake house too, right?
yes,
Yes.
yes,
That was
the
Curaçao.
birthday cake. Oh, yeah, that was Curaçao.
That was Curaçao.
That was Curaçao.
Oh, it's Curaçao. Okay.
Yeah, that was Curaçao.
Because they also have the same story, the
Yeah.
same
Yeah.
color story.
It feels like they're one country, but in like I don't know.
They are
they're-
close islands. They are
Yeah.
like sister islands.
Yeah.
They're really close
Mhm.
and have the kind of the same people, the
Same heritage,
same-
yeah.
and we forgot to mention that in Aruba, the crime level is really low.
There is
They
none.
mentioned that
Oh.
on our tour. It's a low crime area.
0 to none. I think
0 to none.
Not
Sorry.
low to
0 to
Folks, if I
You
could remind
understand.
us,
You
if
get
I
it.
could remind all of us that one of the highlights of our day, every day, since the tour started on Saturday, was that we all had dinner together in the main dining room
Yes.
on the third
Because
on
we
deck.
had assigned dining again, thanks to Uncle William and Aunt Jackie, showing us the ropes. They said it's better we get assigned dining. And so we were assigned to reflection. Was it reflection? Yes.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Reflection was our dining room, and our time was 5:30. And we wanted it that way so that we could take advantage of all the shows on the we don't want to have dinner at 7 when everything is happening around
Yeah.
at that
Uh-huh.
time. So we get dinner out the way, and they serve you in the restaurant.
3 courses.
Yes, 3-course meals.
Yeah.
You could pick your food, and the waiters learned your name.
Mhm.
They know your
Mhm.
names.
Oh my gosh,
Yes.
everybody.
Yep.
Everybody.
And Antonius knew her name as well too.
Everybody they knew, and that's Angela, and that's Brianna sits here. and
Tony's
that's
good
Kennisha.
there.
Our server was Gilbert.
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 Yes.
Gilbert.
Yes.
Gilbert. So we thought that was amazing, and apparently
Mhm.
a lot of people feel that
Glenbert.
Glenbert.
Mm.
Glenbert. Big up Glenbert.
Shout out to Glenbert and Antonius.
I also learned too from my good sister there, Mr. William, that I could order 2.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
You
That
could
was like,
I want this one and that one.
I have
Yep.
a picture of all of my meals because it was 3 courses. And that was the first time. So I agree with Mr. Kanaki when the weight situation, when you leave the ship, is a problem because I had to make sure that you eat the appetizer, you have your entree, and then there's dessert. So I had to make sure that there was space at every juncture to make sure that I
Even
can
if-
have.
if you force
I
it.
would everything. Yes, it was
yes, and
good,
I decided that I was going to try everything.
and
Yes.
she did.
Listen, tell them what you ate. You know what she ate, Fat?
She is.
Frog legs.
You know what? I would have tried it too.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
No,
You only
Yes.
live once, guys.
That's true.
You gotta have fun.
Every soup
Yeah,
that
but
wasn't
you
tomato
die
based,
once
I tried
too.
as well.
Listen,
The only one I didn't like was avocado soup because it was cold. But I tried it,
listen,
right?
She had them. She said, "Oh, bring the brisket, bring the steak, bring and this is what is on the menu, guys. And this is in the main dining room. It's included in your the fee that you paid
Look
to come
at
on the
yourself.
cruise.
You know, I think I won't go on a cruise.
Exactly.
From
I
the
can
time you
set it up
mentioned
for
meat,
Yeah.
Hey,
The only,
What I
the
would
only
like to
reason why the only reason why I decided to take a little taste of the frog legs is because where I live in Belize, we have some big frogs. And I figured the way I could stop that lot of noise that we eat them backside. I couldn't handle a frog legs.
Let me add a little context here for dinner. I want to add 2 things. Yes, we told them that you can order up to 2 of anything, but if you go beyond that, then they're going to charge you.
Yes.
Yes.
They also have items for non-traditional.
Show that.
meals. So I'm a vegan, so they had special menus for vegans, so that I could also enjoy in the dining
Yes.
area.
Yes.
So if you have any food conditions, you let them know up front, and they prepare meals so that you can have an enjoyable time in the restaurant also.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And I want to make it known that I did not try the frog legs.
Neither did I on
I look at those legs and I was like, no.
ew, so
Gotta live a
nasty.
little.
But I heard they taste like chicken.
No,
Fish.
it actually tasted like fish.
Okay.
So I won't be trying them again.
I was just gonna ask, are you ever gonna eat them again?
No. But I tried it once, right?
Yeah,
Right.
that's good enough.
Yeah.
And I think another highlight for us and for myself and Tony was that there is Ocean Kids.
Yeah.
Love Ocean. So it took me a while before I decided that I would figure out what Ocean Kids was about, because the thought of your child somewhere on a boat that you don't know exactly where didn't sit well. So it took me like 3 to 4 days before he sort of got the opportunity to see what Ocean Kids was about. But I'll let him share. So Tony, what was Ocean Kids?
Like this place where you go to
And who was there?
like children.
Other children.
Yeah.
And it was very nice because it gave me an opportunity to spend more time with my family, to go to certain decks that didn't allow children, and to go to do my sauna and what do you call it? The hot tub. That was a good experience for me. At first, I didn't really like the idea, but when he went the first time, he was able to socialize with people around his age. So there's an age cup for each, every age. There's a group for every age, and he went with his age. They were able to do activities, watch movies, play video games. There's a library section as well too. So at every juncture, you can, yeah, and games, right?
First, before you go in.
Exactly, and you have
All
to check in.
included in the cost
All included, yeah.
of the yeah.
And it's up
But
to
the-
10 o'clock. But if you want to extend, you can for a fee.
Pay a little, yeah.
Yeah.
Let me add a little bit to that. Their areas for kids are very, very controlled,
Mm-hmm.
and if you're not supposed to be there, they're gonna get on you right away. Like,
Right.
yeah, I tell you, one day I was walking in the ship and I made a turn and I went into an 18-year-old area. And as soon as I hit the door, what do you need from the staff? It is very, very well secured. So
Yeah.
I mean, for those who are going to be traveling with kids,
Yeah.
and I know Brianna started it out at the beginning. She was a little on the fence about it, but she
Yeah.
learned, hey,
Mhm.
these places are secure. They
It's
they don't want to risk the liability of something happening to your kid.
Mm-hmm. And once you check him in, there is a video. They literally do a picture of your face.
Yeah.
And whoever, you can have a list of people that can check him out. So that reassured me a little bit. And after he really enjoyed the experience, I felt better to have him go and even have dinner with them at one of the nights. So yeah, it gave me a time to, like, a little break to free up and to maybe do something that I wanted to do that didn't include my son. So yeah, but that was nice.
Did you meet another Tony?
Grandma
Ocean Kids.
wants to share.
Tony.
Another Tony.
No.
Yes. Yes. Brianna didn't want to part with him, so I took him to the area, and I was giving information, his name and all that, and he looked straight at me and said, "No, his parent have to be here. His parent have to give the information." And so I had to go back to where she was to get her to come and give the information for
Yeah.
him to get there. And everybody who goes there for the child is face
Yeah.
recognized.
Exactly.
Yep.
I think the only
I
thing I
know.
never asked was how much teeth you have in your head.
Yeah.
Like the right person.
Yeah, that's true. So that's to reassure families with kids. You can definitely take your kids, and you can still have fun with and without them. So yeah.
Okay. So safe
Another thing
childcare.
that I think we didn't mention and on the entertainment side was that there were certain nights when they had dance parties, like the silent party that we enjoyed.
Oh, yeah.
What was the other one?
80s night.
They had 80s night.
Yeah.
They had the
Glow
glow
party.
Oh
party.
yeah, that was
Yeah.
fun.
Oh, from when you were born. I'm just kidding.
We have videos
yes,
of her
Miss
jamming
Faith.
to these 80s tunes. So
Videos, guys, videos.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, for me, with those entertainment,
it.
I was nearly at all of them.
Oh, yes, he was.
But the one to me that was that silent one. First time I experienced that.
Me too.
We had on the headphone and people just saying I don't know if we get a chance one day to have that in Belize.
Yeah, we should, because I didn't get to go to that one. It was too late.
Yeah, you have them, and everybody have their own headphone, and they just gave out the headphones,
Yep.
and they had enough, and that really shared. But what I would want to ask, anyone could share how they experience Curaçao,
Oh, yes.
how we shared with
That's a kind of
Aruba,
good job.
Bonaire. Sorry about that, kid.
It's fine. But yeah, what was your experience?
Curaçao was my favorite.
Oh, yes.
I have to say that Curaçao was definitely my favorite. I enjoyed. Did we swim? I think we we did.
Mambo Beach.
Mambo Beach.
Oh yes, I love
Douchey,
Mambo
douchey.
I really liked Curaçao. I think that was my favorite next to Aruba. I really liked Mambo Beach. I liked the food.
Yes.
The food. I mean, we did not have to get, because there's the Lido deck. Like you don't necessarily need to buy food, but we were able to do that, and I really enjoyed the food that I got, and I really liked the experience of Mambo Beach as well too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any other highlights from Curaçao?
Just to let you know what douchey means,
Oh.
you know. So what
Okay.
does douchey mean?
So douchey is sweetheart, my love, my
Dumpling,
babe,
sugar plum.
honey.
darling.
I think we learned some other papiamento pieces. What was it?
Bombini is
Uh-huh.
welcome.
Mhm.
Bon noches, good night. Bon tarde,
Sushi.
good afternoon. What's good morning?
I don't think we
don't
learned that
remember.
one.
I don't remember good morning.
What was welcome?
Bombini?
Bombini.
Beanie. Mhm.
Yes.
Let's also for those who are watching, because I think when we share our experiences, we help them.
Yes.
Okay.
What's interesting about those three places is that I spoke with several people in Belize, and some of them told me they never heard about those places.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right? They said they didn't know about, because I know those are the Netherlands, who were there, mother thing. So we are used to the English and maybe the Spanish. But the thing is that because I speaking with them, is that they are out of the hurricane belt.
Mm.
that
Yes.
is so good.
Yes.
Yeah, they don't have that any, what do you call it, like natural disaster. They are not prone to that.
Yeah.
The only thing is that when I said they barely got any rain.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that would be a thing, and I guess they import a lot of stuff and so on.
Mhm, mhm. Yeah,
So
that's true.
another part of the experience on the ship is the fact that we were able to as a group, like for example, in the mornings when we get up, we tried as best as we could have to have breakfast together, but it ended up a little bit disjointed because you have some people who have to go to bed early and they miss the midnight snacks. They were totally unaware of the midnight snacks.
Upset.
I was so upset.
Sam is the one who alerted us to the fact that you could get good food after midnight.
Yes,
Up to
man.
2:30.
I was so upset when I found out on that last night
Yeah.
that was what was going on when I was asleep,
But
right?
But she
that's what
wanted to
happens when
sleep.
you were born in the 80s. But, you missed the midnight snack.
But I enjoyed that last night.
You enjoyed your midnight
I
snack.
sure did.
And so, for Miss Kennisha, I wanted to ask what's your number one pro tip for anyone who's dreaming of taking one of these cruises?
Well, I would suggest that they don't think too hard, too much, too long about it. And for them to know also that, you know, you can pay in parts. I know sometimes the cost might seem daunting, but literally I can go on right now and book. You just have to pay a deposit. And there's let's say I book you for a cruise in 2027. They only require that by a final date in 2027, it has to be paid. I think it's like 90 days out, 90 or 60. So you have from now until then to be
To pay.
paying.
Yeah.
And so do not hesitate. It's a beautiful experience. We went for 8 days and we visited 3 places. None of us had ever been, well, some of us had never been to those islands before. And we got to experience the three. And that's why we especially like the tours, because the tours, they're giving you the history, they're driving you around, you're seeing everything everywhere. You experience the beach, the waters, the pretty waters that you usually just see in pictures, like you're seeing right there. And so I don't think too much, too long, too hard. Reach out. You tell me what you like, what you want, what you're looking for. The Carnival. We went on the Carnival Horizon. Carnival has so many other ships, so many other destinations that you can get off. And it's a great experience. And so I would encourage anybody, if something we said here tonight make you feel like, you know what, I definitely need to try it, go ahead, give me a call. Even if it's not me, I would prefer it be me, but do it, do it. Really, I encourage them to do it. It's not hard. It's very easy. And you're gonna love it, and you're gonna have so much more when you go on.
I know someone that has already booked their cruise for next summer.
Wow.
And
So
same as you
there was
said, you
another
pay.
there was another bit of experience that I think it's important to share, and William and Jackie might be able to chip in on this one, because we learned a very valuable lesson in terms of taking pictures. And I think Kennie Sees It could tell you about her experience as well. But you do have professional photographers on the ship, and you could get some nice photos but to your choice. Don't go overboard with it.
Yes, they have some brilliant, awesome photographers. They have we forget to mention that they have what do you call it? Elegant night, where you have to where you everybody on the ship dresses up to dinner. And on those elegant nights, they have photographers that set up the backdrops that you can go and take pictures. And you could go to a specific studio to do just a full photo shoot. The pictures are not cheap, guys. That's all I'm gonna say. Not cheap, but
it's a fun experience.
Yes, it's a fun experience, and you could decide to buy one or two, that you can afford.
Yeah.
I'll say, we did, yeah, and my husband, we did a nice photo shoot. We love the pictures, and the guy was like, no obligations. You could come, you could take your pictures. No obligations. And so the next day when we went and we got to look at the pictures, and we're going to consider, could we buy whatever he's selling, the album, the pictures, the prints, whatever, the digitals. And he just kept selling us on this thing, and he never said the cost. And we kept asking him, so how much? How much is it? And the cost was like, whoa. We were like, yeah, so thank you.
Not
It was
even
beautiful. We're going to pass. But,
I'm gonna put in one pro tip. Especially for somebody who think they might be motion sick, it might suffer from motion sickness. If you're gonna book a cruise, try to book a room in the middle of the ship.
Yes.
Mid-ship, because that's going to be the fulcrum point, so it won't move as much. as opposed to being on the aft or forward.
Yeah.
So if you think you're going to have that problem, try booking a room in midship.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm saying
Okay.
for this experience, although we are avid cruisers, my wife and I, and we got 3 more on the horizon already.
Whoop, whoop. Love it.
I'm
have
gonna
to
say
get
for
on
me, because we are so spread out, and we don't get to see you all much. That coming together was really important for me. That we got the time to spend with
I
each
love
other,
it.
and
Love it.
and to be at those photo booths and take those group photos, man.
Yeah.
Those are the things that's the thing that really sat with me. That we could spend that time together as family.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen to me, bro. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, when I'm with my family, the people I love the most, there's nothing else that can happen in the world. You could be bombing anywhere else in the world. I couldn't care less. Not that I'm a mean, hard-spirited person, but I'm just happiest when I'm with the people I love.
Right.
And just like William said, I was so happy. Nothing could have gone wrong on that trip. I promise you, because to me, it was the fact that I was able to see Kennisha and Nicole and Jackie and William and Wilford and even my brother Connor's right there. Sometimes you have to look for him, but
Yeah, we were so concerned. But
Can
one
I?
more thing I have to tell you is on the ship, they are always upselling.
yes.
So if you go to do a spa, you go to do your nails, you go to do a facial,
We go buy
they are going
jewelry.
to sell. You just
Mhm.
have to be persistent of what you want. When we
Yes.
went on our first cruise, we went all out with the pictures. And up to now we can't even place those pictures. So this time when we went, we were very,
Careful.
very,
Yeah,
very
but I think when we went on that cruise, Pam, we changed the photography rules
Yeah, yeah.
because we walked away with several hundred photos for a price
Yep.
that you
Right.
can't even think to get nowadays.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
It's a
that was
kind of
above
tricycle.
Yes.
It
everything.
was.
Hello.
Yes, Mr. Kaneki.
Yeah, I just back to what Kenisha said about going on a cruise. For me, I always thought about going on a cruise. My problem would have been, how would I catch the cruise? I can't catch it in Belize. So I think at one point last year, Kenisha posted a thing about a cruise, blah blah blah. I think that was around March or something
It
of
was around
2025. Yeah.
September.
And yes, and she said that they're having a presentation at Caribbean Tires.
Yeah.
And so I decided this might be the chance for me to go on a cruise. And so that's why I attended that. And from then I decided, and like what Kenisha said, I decided then that I wanted to go. So from then I started to put my money aside every month.
Oh.
So that was what I was doing. I had a special envelope mark cruise.
Yeah.
I used to put money in it. So when by the time, like what Kenisha said, she gave me a date when you had to pay all, I was ready for that.
Yeah.
Because it was almost like a year I had
Yeah.
to prepare for it,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
So
Yeah, that's good.
that helped. And then the other thing, because several people know I went on a cruise, am bombarded many times with about try to tell people about a cruise. And just yesterday, somebody was telling me, want to go on a cruise when I retire. So why will you wait till you retire to go on any cruise? I said, don't wait for a thing. I tell her it's not too difficult. And I told him anything interested, just let me know, because I would refer them to Miss Kennisha.
That's
Kenny
right.
sees
good
it.
stuff.
Why you want to? I told him, don't wait till you retire. Well, we'll reach, you have to. I told him, I thought first the same thing. I would have been very difficult, but it's now easy. And I think, Brother William and and Miss told me that about cruise that they could you can go right to Panama. They can go right out of Panama if they
Yes.
don't want to think Cologne or something like that.
Yes.
So
Yes, they have.
for us, I used to thought that the cruise was far out of our reach
Yeah.
because of where we had to go and catch it. But now, like what Kenisha did and will continue to do, I hope, and more people would think, because, like what you said, when I was talking to someone and he said to me, so Mr. Kenneth, when you were on that cruise, you didn't have to worry about food. You didn't have to worry about hotel room. Nothing like that. You already set to
Yeah.
say when you
Have
go on a
everything
trip
in
like that,
place
you
for
might
you
have
guys.
to, for 8 days, you have to think about maybe a hotel room or so. For 8 days, you
Yes.
have to think about
Yes.
food. And then with the food, you know those tourists that I see here when I'm at work on Albert Street, they walk. I wouldn't see them with any food or they buy, you wouldn't see them buying a lot of food. And I was wondering why, but I realized why they don't have to buy
Your
food.
food is back
The
on the
amount of
ship.
food, yeah.
You got good food
There's
right
so much
there.
food that, so I would see why they would think because there are so many food on the ship. So,
Yep.
but for me, I would encourage anybody to try it. Like when Miss This was 8, but I heard if they don't want to try 8, there are some 6 days
Yeah.
and that type of thing. So
Yep.
another thing that fascinated me on the boat, I learned that the ships don't rest. I thought that those cruise ship when it came back with us, I mean, I take and leave, going back till maybe a week or two.
Mm.
Because one of the person on the boat told me, said, no, mister. He said, our next flight will be waiting as you all come up.
Mhm.
And I think that one was, he said, would be a 6-day one to Jamaica or Cayman or something like that. So I always thought that those boats would park for a while and then do another cruise. I didn't know they were right after the next day do it. So I would encourage anybody to try it. Miss Kennisha, you might hear more people speaking to you, and we
To
could,
come
like what we start right in our church,
Yeah.
and then expand it outside.
Yeah. So that's wonderful.
Let me
Um,
let me let me add something there. Just because we're talking about taking cruises, yeah, cruises are wonderful. But one thing that especially new cruises, which they don't know, is that the room rate is based on double occupancy. So if you're going to go on a cruise, if it's $1,000 for that room, that's $1,000 for two people. If you go by yourself, it's still $1,000. So it's better to, if you can get somebody to go with you so you can help them, they can help you with that fare. But no matter what it is, it's always based on double occupancy. So you have to keep that in mind.
And to piggyback on what I've learned from William and Jackie, and we discussed this on the cruise, we refused the drinks package because our family, we don't have a family of drinkers. I'm the drinker on the cruise. But at the end of the day, if we had taken the package, it would have covered everybody who from time to time would like to try a little bit of wine or a little bit of Baileys or something else other than what I drink. You see what I'm saying? And it would have worked out cheaper than to have everybody to say, well, I'm going to try a little mojito today. I'm going to try a little pina colada today. When you put the cost of all that together, it probably could have worked out cheaper for us to one of us purchase the drinks package and we all buy into it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And that was a good
you have to really be careful about that though, Brian,
The only
because
thing with
that
that is
that drink package
everyone
is
in the
not just for
cabin
it's for everyone in the room. So you have
has
to
to
Right.
pay
get
for
it.
every person in the room on
Yeah.
that
Has to
drink
get it.
package.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a requirement. So if
Yeah.
it's two people in the room,
oh,
Yes.
you have to buy that drink package for both people in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And you sharing around, yeah, okay. Just don't let them catch you sharing it around.
okay. So to round up, I wanted each person to give one word to describe the whole 8-day experience on your cruise. Just one word. You've been to lots of places, you had lots of different experiences in each place on the days in the cruise. Just one word to sum it all up.
Awesome.
Exhilarating.
Awesome. Was awesome.
Wonderful.
Amazing.
Exciting.
Awesome.
Exciting. Okay.
Oh,
Mr. Kaneki, Miss Pam.
I'll just say remarkable. That's one word. Is I had a lot of many words, but
many, many, many words.
I will say exhilarating.
Okay.
I would say blessed. I
Bless.
felt blessed.
Okay.
And I hope we can do it all again.
Yes.
Amen.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
We will.
And so, if you are interested in participating in a cruise now, you've heard all of these wonderful stories. the whole experience, the experience as a group, the experience as individuals, what they did. And you can reach out to Kennie Sees It Travels and book your own crew. And so, we have her email, her Facebook page,
Yeah.
all linked. But let me share her phone number with you guys. And you can reach her at 615-1458. And her email is kennisseeittravel@gmail.com. So you can book those wonderful cruises, those wonderful vacation trips for your family, for you and your husband, for yourself, and just have a blast, just like they have experienced here today. So, Ms. Kennisha, do you have any last words to share?
Yes, I just want to remind everybody that, because even my very own auntie, she asked me just the other day, said, if I want to do an individual booking, do you do that, or it's only cruise? Sorry, groups. And I said, oh, no, groups, individual, whatever. So if you also just want an individual booking just for you and your husband, or you and some friends, or, whatever, I can handle it. I can look it up. I could look up the cost. You just let me know if you want front, middle, back, what type of cabin. You have ocean view, you have interior, you have balcony. We had a balcony room, was awesome views. There's so many information on the internet about which one is better, or which one you don't have to get, or whatever. But when with your conversation with me, we'll go through what you expect, what you prefer. So just give me a call. Don't worry about the cost. We can go a little bit of time to get it paid off, and you'll enjoy your cruise by the time it comes around.
Okay.
And just because I have back end information on Kenny Sees It, I also understand.
Oh, yeah. So we just
You're
want
muted, Brian.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I was just saying that I have a little bit of back end information that I do know that Kenny Sees It could be able to help you to make decisions, particularly about your destination and the tours. Because when you purchase tours from the ship, it's expensive. But depending on where you're going, Kenny Sees It might be able to tell you, well, pick up the phone and call X, Y, or Z, and your rate for a tour might be different. Or
Yeah.
go to this tour group because that tour group might be better for you, that kind of thing,
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes, we do have other suppliers other than from the ship that I could definitely get a cruise for you. Sorry, a tour for you on. We could book that. Also, I could book transfers for you, like if you need to rent a vehicle, or if you want to rent a driver, or anything like that. Anything that will make your experience on your vacation be smooth and an awesome one, an amazing one, outside of a cruise as well. Just let me know, and we'll talk about it. I understand what you want, what you need, and we'll get it for you.
Can I say something, Ken? Kenisha?
Yes. Sure.
Because I would like to say thanks to you, but some of you may have known that when I came off that ship, I came off with some money. Because
Yes.
Kenisha sent me to, well, afterwards, when Mr. William made me get into my thing on it, I could have gone into the account, and I got frightened one time because I saw, and then Miss Ken explained to me, he said, no. He said, that's what the cruise have for you. It's credit. I thought it said, like I bought something or so. And then I bought a picture and so on, and I was wondering. Then I went to check with the guy at thing, and he said, he said, if you don't spend the money, whatever you did, I could give you back whatever is left. I said, cash? He said, yes. I said, oh, all right. So I went the last night before, and I was able to get a little money. I think Kenisha said it was because of the way the thing was set up, why they credit you with certain things. So
Yes. So how that works is, that's why as a group, when I created the group, there are amenities And also because of the length of time, the period of time, remember it was a year in advance. So one of the benefit of the offer code, they call it offer code, is you get on board credit. And if you don't use it, they give it back. No, that part I wasn't aware of. I thought you had to spend it all. So for me, I exhausted mine. But on board credit for everyone, all the cabins that I sold, as an agent, I was able to block off an amount of cabins, and I was able to sell most of it. And so along with the package included on board credit for each cabin, and that's how he had credit. And once he didn't use it,
You could get
he
it
cashed it back in. Yeah, that's how he got that.
So maybe that could be you on Kenna's next cruise. So if you feel free to reach out. We are so thankful that she continues to support us and our ministry here through HarmonyMedia Networks. And we're so grateful that we had this opportunity to talk about what she does and seeing a success story come out of it. So remember to reach out to her at her Facebook page, her phone number at 615-1458, her email at Kennie Sees It Travel, or at her website, which is titled Kennie Sees It Travel, inteltravel.com. So, once again, thank you all for joining. Thank you for listening. And I hope that you were excited about the experience these people have and reach out to Kennie to see your next destination.
What is the area code if you're not in Belize?
501.
Plus 501.
Plus 501. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Faith, hope, and charity.
So thank you all once again, and see you next time here on HarmonyMedia Networks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Gracias.
Good night.